Hi guys, Garth here from Unlimited Events. Now with rainy season upon us, I'd like to chat about the right decor and furniture options for your events. It's a great time of year to do outdoor events. However, we've had higher than usual rainfall this year, and with that we've also got the afternoon thunder showers which are typical to Gauteng's weather. But with that, you need to look at what furniture works best and what decor works best. We have the stretch tent option, which is waterproof. However, there's overflow with furniture that goes onto the grass areas and stuff that you want to do around that so you can experience the great outdoors. But not every item or furniture item is waterproof. So outdoor does not necessarily mean waterproof. Let's take a Caribbean umbrella, for instance. If you use a Caribbean umbrella outside, great for the sun, not great for weather in the sense of rain. If you stand under it, it will leak. Same will apply for a gazebo. So we'd like to go through some of those options and tell you which options work best. Looking at the different furniture options out there as well, you want to take in consideration the type of surface you're going to be putting down with tables and chairs. If you go, for instance, with a pointy chair or Alice chairs with the pointy legs, these will sink into the grass and the clients will sink into the grass and the chairs will stay wonky. If you're looking at tables, you want to go with a table with a nice round base, something flat that sits on the grass that you can easily put down and won't become unstable. And also, if you're looking again, chairs like we mentioned, don't go for the small footprint on the chairs, go for a wider footprint like our wired Astros. They are really great. They work well on grass. If you look at the Marais chair, the plastic grey chair with the arms, it's also got a nice wide footprint and that really works well on the grass. So look at the type of furniture that you're going to put outside. Don't go for a fabric chair, for instance. If you have a thunder shower just before the event starts, it means your guests are going to potentially be sitting on a wet chair, which is not great, obviously. So look at the type of fabrics you're going for. You go for something that, like the wired Astro, that's not going to absorb water. Something like the plastic chairs, those work really well. They can be cleaned off very quickly, and if you have a little bit of a thunder shower, within 10 minutes with waiters and staff, you could have your function ready to go again. So always better to look at the options that don't absorb water. On the products, also look at what the products are made from. So if you have a look at this table on my left, this table is made out of marine ply with a marine varnish over it, which makes it really, really good for outdoor functions. It can take the weather, can take the sun, can take the rain, no issues. When you look at an NDF product like this with a high gloss finish, these tables are not necessarily great for outdoors. They do not like water, they will swell, they will get damaged, and that will create its own set of issues for you and your function. So these are great for under tents perhaps, or in venues, but not for outdoor functions. We've also got the smaller cafe tables, which are made out of a new product which we're using, which I'll go through in more detail. Looking at the products which we make tables and furniture out of, the first product, which is widely used by 90% of the events companies out there, is NDF. The product is really great in that it brings a nice high gloss finish when you finish the product off and paint it. Although the problem with NDF is it soaks up water and it creates damages at the end of the event. The other product you can look at, which we've been looking at, is the marine ply. Marine ply, great product, but unfortunately it is a little bit more of a rough product. It doesn't give you that smooth, polished look like the other furniture would with the NDF. So it is nice. It does give you the rustic look like this table to my left. However, it's just not as smooth and polished as these MDF tables. A new product which we started to build furniture with this year is a product called foam board. This foam board product has got a nice high gloss finish on it. It acts and it works like wood. It's as strong as wood and it is completely and utterly waterproof. Great product for outdoor furniture and gives you another option to really get your furniture into places that you wouldn't normally be able to use them. So another great option with the foam board is that it's eco-friendly, and the reason being is in the events industry we've got a real high turnaround on stock, in the sense that over a course of a year stock becomes outdated or fashions change, looks and feels change, which means a lot of the stock gets changed over and new looks come in. That's why a lot of the products were made out of NDF originally, because it was easier to change the product and come up with new ideas and new concepts. So each year you, the client, gets a different look and feel. With this product, it can be recycled, which means once we've done with the product, these tables can be recycled and be turned into something else down the line. Whereas the wood products, unfortunately, most of the time, some of the wood can be recycled, but a lot of wastage comes from that, and particularly when you're using the NDF product. So going with the foam board not only gives you a high gloss finish, gives you a great product that you can use outdoors, but it is also eco-friendly. So there's a lot of positives in the changes we're making going into the new year and considering weather seasons like summer. An example of that table would be this little table over here. This is made out of the foam board. This means if you look at that table, you could use that in outdoor settings. It paints and finishes off really well. It's very difficult to tell the difference between an NDF table and a plastic table. They almost look identical. So you're getting a high gloss finish, but without all of the fuss of worrying about water and weather. So when looking at your next event and planning an outdoor function, have a chat to our sales team. Let them go through the different options that we have. Let them explain to you what furniture works best for your event and what to choose for the different surfaces outside, whether it be on grass, be it on paving, and where you want to set up your furniture, be it under a tent or outside the tent. Let us help guide you to choosing what's best for your event and what's going to work best for your outdoor setups. Let's chat to you about that. Chat to our sales team. Give us a shout. Looking forward to the next episode with you guys. Hope this has been informative. Chat to you again, guys. Cheers.